I was in a band for 2.5 years that put me in touch with a lot of really good people. I'd worked with a lot of really cool people, particularly in Colombia, and I kept in touch with sort of our keyboard player, Aaron Robertson, and we sort of batted around the idea of starting another project, and for months we sort of talked about it. We didn't really do anything with it. I wanted to play drums, and Aaron wanted to do keyboard stuff, and we kind of wanted to write sort of this sort of electronic, techno-y kind of thing. And we wanted a vocalist, and that was going to be it. That was going to be like a trio sort of thing, probably. But we talked with a couple vocalists, and we couldn't really pin any down. But we did this, Aaron and I did this cover of a Lenka song. Then we were like, well, why don't we try writing something like totally brand new and like see what we can do with it. One thing led to another, and we just kind of kept doing it, and we just kind of called it HARPS. I don't like if we ever released anything, that's what we were going to call it. Then I ended up deciding to move to Seattle and sort of try and pursue more drum set kind of stuff. But while I was doing that, I just kind of, was like walking my dog or something, and I just called Eric McCoy from Archer Avenue Studio. Like, what do you think about doing like a record with some of this stuff? And he was like, yeah, sure. And so we booked time, and I flew out, and we started writing. And there was never really any like grand plan. I never really wanted to really do that. So it sort of was born of accident and just, well, this is pretty good, and let's keep working with it. And then it just became really fun, and we all got really excited about it, and we got a bunch of really good people to come and play on it, and that excited me. And then I met Nick, and he was excited about it. And now it is kind of what it is, and it's about to kind of form itself and be something new, and that's sort of exciting to me too.
I met Colin initially through some drum corps connections that we had, because I got hired to head up the percussion program at the Cascades Drum Corps in Seattle. I invited him out to a rehearsal that we were having with another high school group that I was working with up there. Didn't even really know anything about harps, at that point. He ended up inviting me out to a show where he was playing, and so we kind of just got beers and hung out. And because of the fact that we were both drummers and had both done drum corps and had such a similar background, it really, projects aside, I kind of thought of him as a new friend. And out of the blue, he sent me a link to the initial HARPS SoundCloud, and I listened to it, and it was really good, and I was really impressed. I think that because of the fact that you called attention to the fact that he's a drummer and I'm a drummer, it's kind of makes things a little easier, because he knows kind of how I think, and so it's made working together pretty seamless for the most part. And
so far anyway.
Yeah, so far. I mean, obviously there's a lot left to do, as far as getting the project off the ground, but up to this point I think it's all worked really, really well.